What is up, everybody? I'm No Lex Given, back with some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds, and I think this is Golganath's Tempest? Oh, really? They're not gonna let me see? Alright, well, I'm gonna assume it's Golganath's Tempest, which, I don't know if that really does anything for me either way. Could either take some tempo. I think this is good with both beasts and undead, even though I don't think that it's like that crazy in general or with this anomaly. But let's double check on exactly what this anomaly is, since the game doesn't want us to know. I've not been playing super great today, and last night my rating's gone down a little bit since the last video. But I'm still having fun playing Hearthstone Battlegrounds, and part of me doesn't know if I'm going to get better before I get worse. Oh, this is Mimi Roan's Clockwork Stadium. So there's no upgrading, it's just going to upgrade itself. This is good. These are both better with my hero power than Celemental is. Celemental doesn't even provide a really good econ point. It just means that next turn I sell off both halves and buy 2 new things. But I think Risen Rider is one of the best things I can buy here anyways. So I'm going to buy Risen Rider here. Next turn I get to roll before purchasing like a refreshing anomaly or a Rothhide Null, or even just another Risen Rider, which won't be exactly perfect on the board, but does set up well for future turns. So I'm going to roll rather than pick up Micro Mummy or the Surf and Surf. And I think I will pick up Rothhide Null here. It's effectively just a 4/4 that could potentially, that will get some permanent stats. So, seems worthwhile to me. Mana Saber does work with the Frost Wolves, but not in like a super important way. You'd rather pick up things with high health and with scaling health than appreciate the attack bonus. So something like Hungry Snapjaw, which doesn't typically seem that exciting, starts to look a lot better in this lobby. The Jeweled Duelist, also kind of interesting. Low Flyer might have some applications here too. I think for now I'm just going to cycle through a Death Swarmer and then play another Rothhide Null.
One-man army.
It was interesting to just see everybody level up at the same time there. I don't think this order really matters. Yeah, I mean, Undead certainly seems like a pretty smart way to play this, even if ultimately the hero power is like negligible. It is just something where you are going to be summoning a lot of things. I think that Hungry Snapjaw is one of the bigger payoff cards because you're summoning beasts and then this thing gains a lot of health, and then you can help it to gain additional attack with the hero power. 100% to lose. Oh yeah, with the dragons coming in too, of course. Okay. So I'll take 5 here. You might be able to hear my voice is like a little bit raspier. I feel mostly okay.
It's really raging out there.
No beasts here, unfortunately, but I'll still grab Hungry Snapjaw. And I'll still put it last even, because I think scaling its attack is pretty important. Then I'll just pick up a Selfless Hero on top of that. So next turn, I guess we will level up to level 3. Try to put, like, sewer rat or some other stuff together. What else is good here? I don't know. Nothing else is really jumping out to me other than Hungry Snapjaw.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Reasonable chances to lose or tie, or win or tie, rather. That was a bad hit. That was a bad hit, and I will unfortunately lose and take 3. But I think I did get some scaling on the Hungry Snapjaw, so that's something. Probably want to play 2 Hungry Snapjaws for a second while I can. Risen Rider's pretty good. We'll pick that up, throw in a roll, and I suppose I'll grab Surf and Surf. Starts to summon a crab, so that's reasonable. And we're just really growing the Snapjaw right now. That's kind of cool. There's no way to... So I guess the way that we... Well, hold on. Yeah, because I can put the Snapjaw back in my hand, but that doesn't actually allow me to summon it in any capacity. So I'm just going to be like building a big Snapjaw. But that could still be good.
Don't tell the others.
Just make a big Snapjaw and then figure out... Just like, play that for tempo. I don't really feel like I'm playing that strongly for tempo right now, being at the bottom of this lobby. But that's the aim, at least. That's the goal. Keep getting the Divine Shield on my Risen Riders, but my opponent with a similar number of Risen Riders, we're just trading through them. Doesn't really feel like I'm playing a tempo game when I'm losing every combat.
How's it going out there?
Might pick up the Scarlet Skull. It's kind of reasonable. There's Bejeweled Duelist, but the fact that Bejeweled Duelist has Taunt means that it's never really going to stick around through all of this stuff. So maybe I'm over that. Kind of over Pashmar too. Do think I like Sewer Rat. Am I going to sell through Surf and Surf and Selfless Hero to pick it up? Yeah, maybe. Pop this here. Scarlet Skull should probably trade off. So yeah, this is interestingly like not a Banana Slam comp, really. This is just a Hungry Snapjaw comp for now.
Have a good battle,
It
friend.
doesn't feel like the tempo trade-off is really getting me anywhere worthwhile. But maybe I'm wrong. Ooh, the Sewer Rat is not going to be able to trade off there. Attacks into the coupling. That is an unfortunate ordering, but we're able to make do, which the important thing there is it just allows me to grow my Snapjaw. That's what I was really concerned about. I really want to get another Snapjaw on this board so I can start growing it twice as fast and
Nice work
make it
out.
relevant, but I'm going to grab a noob for now, for sure. Could even see taking a Seaborn Summoner to get additional noob triggers.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Some free-flying Feathermanes. I don't see those being super useful. I've got a triple for Risen Rider. Sure. Because this could maybe find me Champion of the Primus. It does not. It gives me Mithrax. Or Drakari. Or just Leroy. Kind of like Monstrous Macaw, and then maybe going heavier on a noob. Which means, I guess I'll just take an 8/8.
I am the first crypt lord.
And then I think I'm going to lock onto Macaw, toss the Sewer Rat, and probably toss the Snapjaw, and just play Undeads. I mean, I can keep the Snapjaw for a minute because it's my biggest card. But if I'm going to play the Macaw, then I do want to cut the Sewer Rat. And I'm really just playing Mithrax here for the turn. But we'll get over that.
Have a good battle, friend.
Ooh, it doesn't die. That's a little awkward. %to lose this one. That's interesting. Just because of the Broodmothers adding up, I guess. If you look at the numbers here, it looks like it's okay for me, but I guess it's just hard to calculate in that they've got 2 more Broodmothers coming. Oh. Oh. And a bunch more crabs. I guess that's what I was missing. I think they just put a new sound effect on the Broodmother hero power. That wings flapping. Don't know that I'd noticed that before. But all of a sudden I'm down to 16,
Battle is really raging out there.
where I felt like I was kind of doing okay.
Tactical choice.
Don't necessarily feel that way anymore. So now I think I actually toss both Rothide Knolls, so that way Soul Splitter always lands on a noob. Can play another Macaw here even.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
I'll roll 2 more times. Oh, this isn't bad. Do I sell both of these just for another Risen Rider? Yeah, why not?
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
So I don't know if this ghost is actually connected. Oh yeah, they've got 6 elementals, so we should be able to trigger a noob a few times here. That's cool. And this board's really scaling nicely. I'm getting as many as 4 triggers on a noob each turn. Now I just have to find a handless
Have a good
Forsaken?
battle, friend.
I think this is a pun because there's something like Hand of the Forsaken. We get all 4 of our noob hits there. That's pretty good.
The battle is really raging out there.
Champion of the Primus. And another a noob. Kind of interesting.
Go home, I always say.
Oh, and a handless. Wow. So we really have it all here. Wow. Okay. So I think I want this. I think I'm going to cut Monstrous Macaw to get the champ in and a handless. It's awkward because the macaws start to look a lot worse once we have handless in, because if they hit that, it just cancels. So I could cut both of these and just play all three of these. Maybe that's better.
I got it. Second hand.
First with the opponent.
That seems pretty good. I'm really scaling my board right now like crazy. And I kind of just don't want Soul Splitter to hit on Champion of the Primus, but otherwise it's all good hits. I think I'd like to replace Risen Rider with another Soul Splitter. And then maybe we'll add like an Eternal Summoner onto the board instead of one of these things as well. Triple a noob is pretty good too, because that just allows me more space on the board. Alright, here is another undead player. But am I just okay? Do I have enough stats? Yeah, 100% to win. Seems pretty good. I low rolled with the Soul Splitter, got it on Champion of the Primus. But even still, this is pretty powerful. And we get to hit him for 10. Lobby leader. That doesn't feel that bad, huh? And I still can't die. I'm at 16, which is a pretty nice number to be at until we get into the top 4. Alright, definitely grabbing another Soul Splitter. That's better than a Risen Rider, so that's an upgrade. And another hand is great. Now the thing is, while this is an upgrade, yeah, it probably is worth putting in the Soul Splitter, because then there's a higher chance that it will hit onto a noob, which is more scaling too. But I'm not going to put in the Handless Forsaken. I'm going to try to triple. I've got 3 different pairs right now. So I think trying to farm out a triple is pretty good. There's actually some sense to playing Risen Rider earlier, so that way these things get Lead the Frostwolves bonuses. But there also just makes sense to play a noob at the start, so that way I'm stronger for each individual combat. So I think I'm just going to lead with my noobs. I have 1 more gold here.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Next turn, I think I'm leveling up, and then I'm looking for Eternal Summoners, potentially replacing the noobs, unless I can get triples of them. And I don't think I need to replace anything on the board right this second. Excuse me. I think I said this already, but one thing that I meant to...
You're doing great out there.
I meant to say at the start of this video is that I think I'm going to get better, but like part of the reason that I want to get some recordings in is in case I get worse. That way I at least have like a little bit of content backloaded to keep up with that, which isn't like, it's not like my primary concern, you know? If it doesn't happen, if I have to skip a day, it's whatever. But it is nice to be able to keep the content rolling. So yeah, pretty strong wins here still. We're hitting damage cap even. So pretty impressive stuff. I'm not sure how much the hero power is contributing, other than it helping to like push me in this direction to begin with. We got reasonably lucky, I think. This guy's not bad, but I don't think we need it with the double soul splitter setup. But that's beautiful. Got one more roll. Can actually sell out of whatever this triple reward is to roll again if I don't like it. Warp Wing's kind of fun, but I think I'll sell it out of it here if I find something I like better. I don't find anything I like better. Risen Rider is fine, but ultimately not really needed. This is the new Soul Splitter combo that you're supposed to play. I think I'm just going to sell through this Warp Wing.
Almost got me there.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
And then play Handless Forsaken.
Second hand.
I do feel pretty strong now. I still can't lose here. And if we do the math real quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm giving my undead at least plus 8 attack every turn. Oh, this is Avenge 3. My math was wrong then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's still 8. Okay. That's because I hit on the Anub this turn. So 6 to 8. Somewhere in there is pretty good. I'm 100% winning, 100% lethal. To give some damage back to the Brood Mother. Champion is not going to perish here. And I will get... Oh, it will! It will. That's unlucky. So I missed out on one additional Primus trigger. And this might move me into the top 4.
You're good at this.
Don't think I need a noob. I'm looking to cut the Anub cards at some point, actually. In favor of like Eternal Summoner, and then I just go full summons. I do think this thing might be good. Still has to kill... Well, I'm just playing it because it's a venomous thing that I can throw Reborn on. Maybe I'll just roll to triple this. Maybe that's better. I don't think Sister Death Whisper really helps me. This is the one that I really want. So basically now I could cut a noob, and then the Soul Splitters are going to land on Handless Forsakens. And that just is one additional summon here. But I don't need to do that just yet. I'll still play the farm. I'll wait till we get into the top 4 at least, because I'm at no risk of dying currently. Could take out the hand here, but this is fine. Oh, they're going crazy with Felemental. Oh, I'm 100% to lose. Wow. Okay, so they're just a little bit too big for me. And with one Wildfire trigger, I guess they've got a lot of stats here. I feel like it's going to be reasonably close. get to trade off with Felemental now. I get to trade off with Monstrous Macaw. I guess the fact that the Wildfire is going to get to attack again is a little bit annoying. Yeah, and then I take 14 down to 2. So it might be the time where I have to just make myself more powerful right now. But at the same time, I need to scale for the next time I play against that same player. Okay, that is pretty helpful. Let's grab this. Let's look for another Eternal Summoner. I think that was my best hit. And now I try to triple Eternal Summoner? Could cycle through Death Swarmer. That feels irrelevant at this point in the game. Basically, like, if I put in the Spearhide and cut both of these cards, then Soul Splitter is always hitting on Handless Forsaken. So that's kind of part of the goal. But I think I'm going to roll down... Oh, now I could triple Handless Forsaken. Does that make it worth throwing away the king? Sure.
I got it. Second hand.
We'll play this for a stint here.
You're doing great out there.
So the Champion of the Primus is still scaling me. But now I am just playing a lot more summons. I'm 100% to win, which is, of course, lethal here. And then I'm back into the finals, potentially, against the same player that just beat me. And I just have to get as strong as I possibly can. Champion of the Primus can get scammed a little bit so that I'm not scaling as much. It's a little bit of a risk. It looks like it's not going to be super relevant. Alright, did that get me to the finals? Time to figure it out. I am back into the finals against Thorim with their Moira comp. This is probably a little bit better than Fellstomper. Let's grab it. Don't know what else I would want here at this point. I mean, maybe... Yeah, maybe I could play the scamming Elemental instead of Champion of the Primus. Could also just give this a Divine Shield. That might be good. Yeah, let's just give Champion of the Primus a Divine Shield. And that's all she wrote.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
Another champion. Basically, I think the only thing that I can add to this board right now is replacing Champion of the Primus with a Manoroth. I will definitely look to do that if given the opportunity to do so. But this seems like a pretty good final Elementals board, to be totally honest. So let's see how it fares against the... Or I said Elementals, I meant Undead. We're playing up against a Felementals board with Warp Wing. Gonna definitely give me a run for my money here. And we're never getting through this. Monstrous Macaw just triggers on Leroy a bunch of times. That does a whole lot of nothing. It looks like I am 100% to lose here by the tracker. Still a pretty good showing, I think, for a game where it felt like we were almost close to losing even a little bit ago. We were able to get pretty close to getting back into it. Still have a lot more summons to get through. Not a lot more, a few more. Ooh, that barely survives. That's unfortunate. Need to attack into Wildfire Elemental. I mean, I'm just dead here. But still, not too terrible for me. That'll let me end with a second place finish. And I might be taking a little bit of a break here now just to recover a little bit more. But I will probably play some Battlegrounds and maybe just come back with some post-commentary on some games later because I am still having fun playing. I should probably just rest my voice and rest my energy and stuff just so that way I can focus on fully recovering. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Lux Given. Peace.